Good morning, my beautiful angels. How's everybody doing today? Today is June 20th, 2023, here in Houston, Texas. Mom is here. It's been a minute, and I know I keep saying I'm going to come back next week, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Shut up. God runs it. I don't run it. I'm back. Namaste, my loves. So first off, it's been a minute. My last video was the Jesus Revolution. I really loved that video. But it's just, I changed so much in just a short time with the work that I do. And so first off, let me say I'm not pregnant. Hallelujah. Praise God. Praise Jesus, Yeshua. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not. I will say that ego, Sarah's my ego. Sarah really wanted a baby, and I think she still does. She's sleeping right now. But Robin, the avatar, she really doesn't care. She's just here for the ride and here to help Mom. And Mama says hell to the no. Because we have other things going on in life. Everybody has babies. We've had 3. And we're grateful for our 3 beautiful babies. And my son, Jordan, he just graduated. Jordan Alexander, he just graduated. And I'm so proud of him. And he just got a new job. And a good job. And he hired at Kroger's. I love Kroger's. Such a great company. Hired him at $13 an hour for a checker. So thank you, Kroger's. This mom is grateful. I love Kroger's, and the fuel points are awesome. And my Nathan is doing wonderful, working steadily, about to move on to another job, working at the Humane Society. And where I'm from in Pasadena, Texas, with my former sister-in-law. So, oh yeah. So another thing is I always keep telling y'all that call my husband Joshua. So I gotta stop lying, y'all. Well, I'm not lying because he is my husband in the eyes of the Lord, but. We are not legally married, okay? And so, in all honesty, I was still married to my first husband. And so we had been separated for over 12 years, and we just really didn't have the money or didn't care. And we were waiting for the boys to turn 18, both of them, so we didn't have to deal with all the bukaka that came with that. So Jordan turned 18, we filed the divorce 2 months later, almost a little over 2 months later, boom. So I am divorced. I am officially back to Robin Johnson. Well, I got to go have that changed, but I'm going to do that here this week. Yeah, this week. Anyways, so again, back to, yes, amen. Praise God. I have been cleaning up some things, tying up some loose ends. I'm sorry. I have been tying up some loose ends. So, no, I'm not pregnant. Oh, I did. What was causing all the symptoms? So I don't want to go into great detail, but I've been kind of traumatized with the pregnancy thing a little bit, and I'm just going to be honest. And I'm not getting into detail. And doctors. So I was not going to take a pregnancy test. I was pretty, excuse me. I was pretty positive I was pregnant. But in all honesty, I don't know if y'all know anything about working with your HGA, but sometimes they will do things for your higher good. And sometimes they don't seem so pleasant. And sometimes they could be a little like embarrassing, maybe for man or something. But your higher self, your HGA and their team, your team, their team, are all there for you and are working for your highest good. So through this, I've gotten my diet back on track. I've learned what I need to eat, what I need to stay away from. Bananas are high in fiber, and be careful, don't eat too many. They can cause nausea, bloating, etc., etc. And for me, I cannot have any type of sugar. I was doing almond butter, but I was even doing like no sugar. Anyways, it was gunking up my system, so I can only do fresh fruits and veggies. I've got to have to remove those gluten-free tortillas. I can't do those no more. I can't do any chips. I can do nuts, fruits, vegetables, any nuts, fruits, vegetables. That's about it. Yeah. So, I'm back on track. My energy level is back up. I was just, let me tell you. Oh my God. They found I had to, so I thought I was pregnant. I wasn't going to go to the doctor for a while. Woohoo, I was pregnant. And so Memorial Day, I woke up and I spotting. Light. Severe back cramping. And so I go to the emergency room. And not an urgent care, like not urgent care, yeah, something like that. But it was super nice, and it was amazing. The whole experience was super easy. And my husband would have said it was long, but I thought it was quick, and it was straight to the point, and just what I needed to know. They found a cyst. Long story short, yes. So I didn't have an OB yet, so I found this wonderful OB. See, this is all the good that comes from this. I found a wonderful OB. Okay, and you should see where she's at. It's like Graceland, that's the name of it. And she's got horses and cows and chickens, and she sells farm fresh eggs. So I've got this wonderful OB. I'm not pregnant. The cysts are normal. It's probably already gone. I probably shed it when I had my cycle, because that's what was happening when I started spotting with the severe back pain and stuff. So, because I didn't have a cycle for 3 months. So that's what was built up. That's why it was an inch, he said, when they did a CT scan, and they did a transvaginal ultrasound. And so that's how they found it and everything. But I believe it's gone now. She said the doctor was like, didn't even care about it. It's normal. It happens. But that's it. And so, I go back. They did a blood test to check for my hormones, see what's going on, if there's something off. And then she might suggest birth control, but I don't know if I really need it. So we're going to see. I go back this week, and I'll keep y'all up to date with that. So, and another thing is, let me tell you, kids, and this is for people that want babies, and they're wonderful. Yes, they are. There's so many wonderful things about them, but they are like animals. Okay, they stay cute and cuddly and stuff, a lot longer than animals, but they grow up to be gangly, little, mean, smart mouthed, and always pushing your limits, and you know what I'm saying? So it's not always butterflies and rainbows and glitter, and sometimes it's shit, and glitter in that shit too. Shitty glitter is what it is. Shitty glitter. But yeah, it's not always what it's cracked up to be. But anyway, so I had went through, and I had already thought I was pregnant for 2.5 months, something like that. And so I had already gotten over the newness of being pregnant. Okay, and y'all know what I mean, ladies, when you're first pregnant and you're like, I'm so excited, But I couldn't even be excited because nobody was around me was excited. I didn't want to be excited because, my higher self already knew what was going on, but Robin didn't, And so, anyways, I couldn't be excited. I wasn't even looking at baby stuff, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I had told a few people, and I looked pregnant because, all them damn bananas I was eating, and then the cyst. Not having a cycle. So I had the cyst, and I was eating a lot of bananas because I was going through this thing where my body was, I can't do the hummus and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to eat anything. Nothing tasted good to me. Nothing tasted good to me. I still ate my veggies, but as far as just any of the other stuff, I've tried, now I've gotten my diet back on track. Long story short, is I got through the newness of thinking I was pregnant, and then I was stressed. And I said, oh my God, I'm not going to get any more rest anymore. My life is over practically. And that's because I've already got, my daughter's almost 11. I've got one that's 21, that's 18. Okay. I'm just now, why Sarah wants a child? Because that's ego. Sarah's ego. Okay. Ego wants a child because it's cute, something that needs her, she needs it to make her happy, mama doesn't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? All mama needs is peace and fucking quiet. And that's the fucking truth, I'm telling you, okay? Just peace and quiet and don't push my buttons. No, for real. No, mama needs what she's got here. I appreciate everything I have. My heart is 1,000% content and full now that I have my children are, and now that I've gotten all of Malkuth in order and I've got my career going. No, I'm not making no money right now. No, I don't really care about that too much. Well, yeah, I want to make money, but God's going to bring that in time. Right now, I have to enjoy the little things in life because these little things here, the life that I'm living now, is the simple life, and it's true happiness. True happiness. And this is for me. I speak for me. This is true happiness for me. And I'll speak for my soul comes from a world where I have everything I could ever want. So I needed to come and I needed to be Robin and just be a simple woman. It's a simple woman, simple man, woman, because I am dualistic and I have lived as a man before. So, yes, and I am very dualistic. I love you. I send you so much love. Yeah. These are recyclable, but I squish them and I'm going to start recycling them when I move to somewhere that has the recycling. Now, Pasadena has a thing where you can bag these up and take them in a place where you can drop them. So you know what? That's what I'm going to start doing today. I'm going to start doing that today. See, I'm still learning. I'm still learning to be human. Because humans are very, 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 very loving creatures. And we are not supposed to be doing the things that we do. And I should say, and I always try to speak for myself because some of the things I do is I'm still human. That's the thing I'm trying to try. I have to remind myself is that, again, I'm a dualistic creature and I'm still human, and that's hard for me to swallow sometimes. Anyways, it's enough about me. I hope everybody's been doing good. Again, I am going to start coming back more. I am back on track. Mom is back. I've started my exercising again. But I needed the rest. That's what Robin doesn't understand. Well, she does understand. Mama needed the rest. Mom needed the rest, and that's another thing is that's why I'm taking things real slow and trying to make her understand is that through this process and make y'all understand in the long run through this process, it is not something that is supposed to happen quickly because we are on God's time, babies. We are on God's time, okay? Not on this earthly time. We're on God's time. So things are going to slow down a whole lot, all right? Even the aging, I'm just saying. All right? I can't let out all the secrets right now because, again, why has it been 5 weeks since I've been, was it 4 or 5 weeks since I've been back? Well, because do you think I wanted to be back 2 weeks ago? I love coming and talking to y'all because I don't talk to anybody else about this. I honestly don't. My husband and I don't talk about this. We talk about some things, but not in detail. I don't talk about a lot of things with him, and he can watch my videos and then he gets it. So that's how we work. So I am here because of the lbrp. And I am here to explain why it's so important. You know, this was brought to me. Okay, I did not choose this, the pentagram stuff and everything. You know, I didn't choose being a witch. I was chosen to do this, but I did choose it. So Robin didn't choose it. Mama chose it. This is her path. This is her story. But because in time, this is going to be needed. And the pentagram ritual, first off, number one, it's making you who you're supposed to be. It's getting you back to being your true human, all right? Your anthropos, your divine human, all right? And so, yes, the lbrp is something that is so very important for my little angels. And one day, unfortunately, it's going to be necessary. And I don't say unfortunately in a bad way. I mean, because if you know the truth, then you have nothing to fear. But unfortunately, mind plays tricks and people will get scared. But if they, you got to ignore the media and stuff. Again, that's why I don't watch things. But this right here will protect you, can protect you from viruses. Yes, that's one of the many things that it does. So, and it does. And it protects you from spirits as well. But the number one thing is to clean up your aura. And so let's go ahead and start. Let's talk about the pentagram ritual, the lesser banishing pentagram ritual. It is called the lesser because there are other pentagram rituals that are more complicated, and so like the greater pentagram ritual, but that's why it's called lesser. And so it is part of ceremonial magic, high magic, ritual magic. There are different kinds of magic. I'm not going to go into detail the other kinds of magic. I don't study any of those for now, but I study Golden Dawn magic and high magic. And that high magic comes from the Golden Dawn. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Golden Dawn, isn't that beautiful? So now my Alpha Omega and Vixara, y'all, my hair's getting so long. This is all from the sun. I wash my hair once a week. I did start washing it twice a week, but then I went back to once a week. It was drying it out. I use a rice water rinse. Everything is vegan. I use everything vegan on my body. Everything. I think all my cleaning products are now vegan. I still have some under there that I'll get rid of, but I don't use anything. I used some glass cleaner the other day, and I was like, ugh. So I stopped. I use Mrs. Meyer's everything. But yeah, I don't, this is all sun. This is from the sun. I do love to get out in the sun and bask in the sun. I'm like a lizard. I like it warm. I do get cold pretty easy. I'm sure I was tested my blood, and the only thing that came back was I was slightly anemic. But I've always, suffered from anemia, low iron since I was like a young teenager. But it's to be expected. I don't eat meat, but I'm back on track. I'm good, and I wasn't getting a lot of sun either. When I went to the emergency room, they did give me some fluid and stuff, but I was fine. But yeah, so anyways, back to the pentagram ritual. I'm sorry, y'all, but I would just have to say this is, how much I've changed. My body's so much healthier and stuff. But that's because my diet too, and that it's not been easy. I'm not gonna lie. That part of this journey has not been super simple. So this is ceremonial magic, okay? This is when working with your higher self and working with the angels. Okay, so no, there's nothing to do with the devil. The pentagram has nothing to do with the devil. And I'm sorry. Did I burst your bubble? Yeah. No, nothing to do with the devil. We don't believe in the devil. The devil doesn't exist. The devil is just negativity within you. You know what I'm saying? Let's just look at it that way. Different aspects of human. false human nature, you know. Human nature, but we're not, the divine human is what we are awakening within us, okay? So, but those who regard this ritual as a mere device to invoke or banish spirits are unworthy to possess it. Properly understood, it is the medicine of metals and the stone of the wise. And that's Aleister Crowley. And so that's why it's important to remember that you're using this, first off, to alchemicalize your soul, okay? And you are cleansing your aura. This is a profound prayer and a moving meditation, all right? It's it's a hygiene ritual. So this is cleansing your aura, and this is cleansing your mindset, because you're balancing the 4 elements within you. So, you know, when you're impulsive, when you're too impulsive, I used to have a lot of fire, and I was, and, you know, that's why I knew last year when I was working on the Pentagram Rituals, just in single element Pentagram Rituals. And I said, I'm not invoking fire. I got enough fire, because my soul is fire. So, this will enhance your psychic perception. You will start hearing things, more ear popping, more chills, you know, smells, you know, the scariest thing, the scary things that happened to me was before I started doing the lbrp. Once I started doing the lbrp, it got rid of those things. Okay, I didn't know that I was doing the lbrp for that. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing it for. I was just going because I knew that God had told me I was and I hate saying this over and over because it sounds so fucking stupid, and I'll be honest, you know, you know, that I was his, and I knew this guy, you know, that I was his chosen one, and that I was like Mother Earth. And he never really would tell me great details. He would tell me so much, and then we would bounce back to our other relationship. I can't go in. I'm not going into detail anymore, and it's enough talking about that. The thing is I went through that, and then this was brought into my life, and then I understood. Okay, I didn't know what this was for. I had no idea. And I didn't know until, and I'm still finding out. So this enhances your psychic perception. This cleanses the aura and cleanses your mindset. Okay, so when you're drawing these pentagrams, you're etching into your aura pentagrams of protection and pentagrams of spirituality. You are connecting all the forces within you, and you are balancing each element within your body. And so again, if you're too impulsive, you got too much fire. If you're lost in your emotions, and let me explain this. If you're lost in your emotions, you're watery. I'm a water sign. My sun sign's Scorpio. And so, you know, I get a little, you know, I'll let people treat me a little bad, you know, because, oh, he's so cute. Or, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about my husband. Yeah, we have gone through quite a bit of changes, and Mama's had to straighten his ass up, you know. But he did take advantage of me, and I'll be completely honest, and I don't care, you know. I'll say it to his face, and he knows he ain't scared. He ain't scared. He ain't scared. Maybe a little bit. A little bit, he said, a little bit. But, so, you know, but the thing is your water's too much. Are you crying a lot, you know? Overthinker. Are you an overthinker? Everything. And then you think about something happens, you think about it all day. You know, your air, we've got too much air within you. And what was the last thing? Oh, and this is going to clear your earth. So this is going to balance this. Okay, it's going to get your fire element on track, your water element, your air element, and then earth is going to clear that up as well. You're going to start, you know, if you need to move out of some place and it's not safe, it's going to get you out of there. Or if you got legal matters going on, their angels are going to work for you to help get everything cleared up. You know, like I've been tying up some loose ends, you know, with my, you know, divorce. If you've got some Credit issues. I've got some great, once I get a little bit more money, I've got some great deals, I've talked to some people, I mean, it just, and not to say that it just comes to me. I have to put in effort too, but I do the work, and it's super simple. I think to myself, I'm not lazy, but this, when you're doing this, it only takes 5 to 7 minutes to do this pentagram ritual. And if you do that once in the morning and once in the evening, what is that, 15 minutes out of your day? You know what I'm saying? And so all it takes is getting up and saying these beautiful Hebrew names, and intoning these names and awakening these spirits within you. We have these pre-built into our aura. These 4 angels, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Ariel, however you want to say it. They're already pre-programmed within our aura. So when you're doing this, you're waking them up. You're waking them up, and you're signaling to heaven, like, hey, I'm ready to take my stand in the universe, and I'm ready to be a more divine and I want to be a divine human being. I want to be an anthropos, a divine human being. And so this starts to awaken, Now, to truly get to awakening your HGA, you have to do quite a bit more work. But as far as keeping yourself protected and cleansing your aura and making yourself a better, my friend, my childhood friend, the one that got me started with Golden Dawn Magic, his new girlfriend, she is doing it as well, and he said that she has never felt so much peace in her entire life. And amen to that, my sister. And thank you for dating my little bestie. Thank you. And I just know in my heart that you are his wife, and so I'm very, very, very happy for him. And I'm happy for any of y'all that have maybe found a new true love. And that's another thing. This will line you up, your malchut up, and it will help you it will put you with your soulmate. I just know that. It did. It put me and my husband back together. I didn't have to do any of the other stuff. Just the banishing. And my relationship with my husband, y'all, I mean, we've done a lot of work, but it's good. It is good. I am shining from the inside out. No, it's not perfect. Yes, it's going to get better, but it's good. All right. It's better than it ever has been in 12 years. All right. So I'm grateful. So, this is going to clear your energetic and mental space and slowly rid your life of clutter, mental and physical. And so when you're doing this, you're banishing the physical so you can work on the spiritual. I'm just thinking about, now I have to stick to that bottles to recycle these, because even I just empty and replace cap. Okay, and then crush them and then put them in there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to get the kiddos to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna tell them. So sorry. When I say things, my actions have to match my words nowadays. That's another thing I was gonna say. My words have to meet my actions. I'll come back to this. And when you're doing this work, it's going to rid you. You're not going to want to lie. You're just going to, but you can't be scared. Like you're so, I've been so joyful through all this. You're filled with the Holy Spirit through this. You know what I'm saying? They're just there to help you. Your angels are like little cuddly kittens with murder mittens. Hey, They want the best for you. And when you start doing this, you're awakening them, saying, I'm ready to be the best person that I can be, and I'm ready to be protected, and I'm ready to start working on being closer to the divine. and possibly getting to know my holy guardian angel, my higher self. And so, you know, it's not again, it's how you do. And you know, I can laugh through things now, you know, and again, when things happen, I know they're always happening for my higher good. A few weekends ago, I was cooking and I forgot that I lit my pan, probably because I was too stoned to remember, just being honest, you know. And who gives a fuck, though? You know what I'm saying? I don't eat meat. I don't eat sugar. I don't, you get the point. So I went to, and I can't, and again, Mama says, I say, you can't be perfect, and nobody will be ever perfect. Anybody that claims to be perfect is a fraud. And I'm just saying, you know, nobody is perfect. Money doesn't make people perfect. Going to church doesn't make you perfect. You will never be perfect. Doing this work will never make you fucking perfect. Ever. Ever. And it might make you use the F word more because your fucking throat chakra will be clear. That's what I keep trying to explain to people. Yes, I do curse, but guess what? My throat chakra is clear. And I believe the word fuck helps clear it. You know, and that's my opinion, and I'm fucking sticking to it. So, amen. So mote it be. In the name of Yeshua. And that it was his real name. Yeshua ben Yosef. So, that, you know, they changed it years on down the road. Jesus is how we say it in English. But it's actually Joshua. So, that's what we're going to go on to. So, yeah, and you're taking your place in the universe when you start doing this ritual. And so you start with, this is a 3-part process. You can say 4 if you say, because you start with the QC and you end with the QC. But let's stick to 3. I keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. That's in my head all the time. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. I heard that in rehab. You know, and it's stuck with me. And I've had many stints in rehab, 4, 5, something, 6. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that was one of the, and that's stuck with me. And God puts you in places for everything lines up. Perfect. You know, yeah, God is good. Amen. So you start with the QC. Then you go into drawing the pentagrams in the 4 directions. And then you go into invoking the 4 angels in the 4 directions. And then you do the QC again. And again, 5 to 7 minutes. Now, in the beginning, you might have to, what I did is I had an index card. And I had to write down the names and spell it out, sound it out, write it down so it sounded out, so I knew what I was what to say, you know. So, and that was it. Only the 4 names. Everything else I could remember because my friend had showed me, and then left, and I was there to teach myself. I didn't do no. I hadn't there. I don't know. I'm sure there was bunches of YouTube videos. I had no idea about that. I wasn't. In 2020, I wasn't searching no YouTube videos. I was not searching no YouTube videos. 2020 was a wild year, but it was an amazing year. It was honestly the best year of my life. So yes. And when you are doing the QC, you're forming, you start off, okay, so first when you start with the QC, you want to, when I first started, I would imagine myself standing on a beach, and then I would grow taller till I was up in a tree, and then I grow taller and taller until I was overlooking the water, like high up, and then taller and taller until I was just overlooking Texas, and then overlooking the whole continent, and then overlooking the whole earth. And then boom, suddenly I reached the light. And then the earth is a small ball beneath my feet, spinning slowly. And then I see that light and I grab it, and then I pull it to my forehead to Keter, to the Sahasrara chakra. And I vibrate the word Ato. Unto thee is. Yeah, unto thee is. Ato is unto thee is. Ato. And when you're vibrating the word Ato, unto thee is, that's in Hebrew. This is the Lord's Prayer shortened in Hebrew, pretty much. So, unto thee is Ato, and you're bringing that light down into your forehead. So it's lighting up your whole top of your crown of your head. And then you're going to bring that light down through your body when you vibrate the other God name. It's not God name, it's Malkut for the kingdom. Kingdom, Malkut is kingdom. And you bring that light down. Ato. Malkut! And I stop at my heart, or you can stop at your groin area. And you bring that light all the way through your body, down through the bottom of your feet, through the earth, all the way down through the universe. And then you're going to form a cross. So you're going to bring that light to your right shoulder. And you're going to vibrate the word Vega Bora. That's the power. Yeah, the power, the strength. And you're swinging that light down all the way to the other side of the universe. And then you're going to vibrate the word Vegadula to up through your left shoulder, and you're just going to touch it and then point out there and throw that light out to the left side. Vegadula. And now you see a cross within your body, through the earth. Remember, your body is huge, and the earth is just a small ball beneath your feet, and you're a cross. And then you finish with Le'olam, Amen, and it's unto the ages forever. Unto the ages forever. Amen. Le'olam, Amen. So, and when you say Amen, you're going to picture the hexagram or the Star of David, the 6-pointed star in your chest, gold. And it's going to shine bright. Le'olam, Amen. That's the QC. So there you stand, with the light through you as you're a cross. You're taking your stand in the universe. You're saying, I am part of Christ. I am the Christos. I am the risen Christos. Jesus lives within me, and I want to awaken him. So, or I want to awaken my higher self, however you see it. But however is the best for you. And then you're going to go on to draw the pentagrams. Okay, so what you'll do is you do the QC. You stay standing, facing the east. For the banishing pentagram, this is going to be the most important. You go from your left hip, and then you start drawing the 5-pointed star. I know we've all drawn these stars since we were little. I know I have, and my kids do. Maybe it's just a witch thing, I don't know. But then you draw the 5-pointed star in front of you, as big as you can. Big as you can. Okay? And you're going to picture it in blue flames. Now, when you're in the east, when you draw this pentagram, you're going to vibrate the name Yod He Vav He. All right, and Yod He Vav He is the ultimate name for God. All right, let's talk about it real quick. All right, it means self-existent Father of love. Love in Hebrew is ahava. I ahava you. So You could also say, instead of Yod He Vav He, Yahava, as I've heard it say, Yahava. Now, in the middle pillar, when you're vibrating Da'at, then you're saying, I have a video saying Yehovah Elohim instead of Yod He Vav He Elohim, if you feel more comfortable, because some people are a little scared saying Yod He Vav He. I mean, like, I don't think you could do Yehovah, Yod He Vav. You have to say Yod He Vav He when you draw the pentagram. You have to. That's just my belief. Hey, now if I'm wrong, quote me on it, because I'm not always right. And hey, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Just saying, you know. So, therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am He. Isaiah 52:6 for my Bible thumpers. I'm just kidding. He or she creates is also another meaning for Yod He Vav He. So that's what you intone in the east. And then you're going to draw, you're going to move on over. Yes, you're going to draw a circle as you move on over to the south. You're going to draw, of course, another pentagram in blue, flaming blue. Now, if you do an invoking pentagram, you're going to draw it white. We are working on banishing because this is most important. This is what you start with. If you want to go on to really heal yourself like I did onto the middle pillar, this is what you have to learn first before you start the invoking and before you start the middle pillar. So it's not always easy to cure yourself of diseases. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a couple years. It does. About 18 months. Honestly, that's how long it took for me. Let me speak for myself. So, you know, and that was just the start. I'm still going through the healing process. And trust me, my angels show me that, you know. So, again, back to the south. Then you're going to intone the word Adonai. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Adonai. Again, draw it as big as you can. Adonai, master or my Lord or master. Adonai, it's another name for God. It's a God name. It's in Hebrew. Okay, and then we're going to move around. I'm not going to turn all around, but you move around to the, and when you are invoking these, you can, if you're kind of further along in your visuals, if you feel comfortable, you know, when you're in the east, that's your air. So you can invoke, I mean, you can imagine air when you're doing, drawing you're invoking, banishing pentagrams, whichever ones. You know, you can imagine air, whatever you would see, visualize that as. When you move around to the south, fire, you know, west, water. And so what you're going to intone with the pentagram and the, in the west is Eheye. And that means I am. And it is the name given to Moses to give to the people of Israel. Absolute expression of being, and enumerates to 21. It's another name for God. Eheye. So you will intone that. Say if the pentagram's in the west, and you imagine blue, of course. Eheye. I think I just wanted to intone the God name. So, and then of course we would come around over to the north. And when you're in the north, it's going to be earth, right? And that's Agala, you know. And you can, I've done this a few times, but I like to stick to the basic blue for banishing, white for invocation, but it might change up. Oh, well, this, especially when you're doing, let me say, like the greater pentagram rituals and supreme pentagram rituals stuff, then that's when you might use the color more. But, you know, you can use color, say, you know, yellow pentagram for the, you can. Yellow pentagram for air. Yeah, I might start doing that more. Red for fire. Blue for water, of course, west. And then, you know, green for north over earth. So, and that's what you're going to say the name or intone the name Agala when you draw the pentagram in the north. And thine is the strength forever, Adonai. And you can say Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai if you choose, instead of Agalah. That's how I intone it. I am going to get up and do this before we close out. And so that way you can see how quick it can be, you know, once you get it down. And so, okay, so now you're back to the east. You've drawn all your pentagrams around you. They're flaming blue. You're standing there. Now is when you invoke the angels. All right? You say, before me, Raphael. Say it however you want. Say, I didn't use, when I started, I said Raphael. I just said the name. Before me, Raphael. Like that. Behind me, and when you invoke Raphael, he's yellow. He has a scepter. No, he has a sword. I'm sorry. He has a sword. He's yellow. You can imagine as a yellow flash of lightning bolt coming down within you. All right. And then when you invoke, so you say, before me, Raphael. And then you say, behind me, Gabriel. Behind me, Gabriel. Gabriel is the archangel of water, and it's just blue, however you want to picture her. All right, and then upon my right hand, Michael. Upon my right hand, Michael. Michael is the archangel of fire. He's red. You can picture red flames. He's got. Oh, I'm sorry. Gabriel has a goblet, a chalice. You know what I'm saying? A chalice, a goblet, an urn. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I have my mom's ashes back there. Yeah, God rest her soul. Anyways, so to my right hand, Michael. Yes, and he holds a wand. He holds a wand. I love Michael. Upon my left hand, Oriel. I say Oriel like Oreo. And I picture green. He's the archangel of earth. And I picture him with a pentacle. Oh, yeah. And leaves all around him. Marijuana leaves. You know, hey, you know, we all have our own visuals, you know, and those are so important. Those will strengthen over time. Do not worry if you're not visualizing like you think you should. Don't be hard on yourself. Visualize it however you want. If you can barely see it, it's okay. Keep doing it. It'll get better. The thing is as long as you do this work, everything will work out. It's easy as that. Do the work. That's it. Do the work. That's it. Your life will slowly come together. Things will be moved in perfectly. You'll have things out of your life that don't serve you, that is bad for your soul, that are people that don't really care for you, people that are talking behind your back. They see all that. The angels are working for you. They hear all that. They know what's going on, and they will rid those people out of your life, not in a bad way. They don't heal or nothing like that, okay? They get them, they keep you away from them in certain situations, and they will keep them away from you. You know what I'm saying? And everything will work out for everybody's higher good. All right? You got to remember, they have their own demons they're dealing with. Okay? They have their own demons that they're dealing with. You got to let people be. This work will draw you away from a lot of people and bring you into recluse mode a little bit. So if you're not used to sitting still and just being, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be real sick in the end. That's what I'm going to tell you. So you have to get comfortable with just being, just sitting still, breathing. Me and my husband have shared one vehicle for the past year and a half now. I now prefer it that way, but yes, I do need a second vehicle. I'm seeing that now, finally. But I've, you know, when I say you banish your earthly things, you know, I've a lot of clutter and let stuff go and giving away stuff. I don't make people pay for stuff. Somebody said, well, why didn't you make them pay for that? You could have got a lot of money for that. Because I'd rather bless somebody. Maybe they can go sell it and make some money. I wasn't worried about it. No. That's what I'm saying. So if you sometimes just know that everything is always working out for your higher good. Always. Always. And in the end, your soul is redeemed. All right? Then you don't have to worry about reincarnation. Okay? That's the ultimate goal. All right. Well, and changing the world one by one, piece by piece. So you invoke the angels, Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, Uriel. For about me flames the pentagrams. That's what you say. And then you say, for about me flame the pentagrams. And you imagine the 4 pentagrams around you, the 4 angels around you, however you picture that. For about me flame the pentagrams. And within me shines the 6-rayed star. And again, you picture that yellow hexagram in your chest. There it is again. Shining bright. And you can actually picture it all to the bottom of your torso. Shining bright. And I will say, try to keep your back straight, posture good throughout this, and make sure you're drawing your ring of fire. When you're moving from each direction, as you're drawing your protection ring, your ring of fire around you, however you want to see that. You know, if you want to see it like a sparkler or see it like a real ring of fire. But make sure you're visualizing that too. Keeping your posture straight. And when you're intoning these words or these God names in Hebrew, it's once you get to your visuals get better, and some of y'all, I'm sure your visuals have gotten there, you can visualize the words being spoken into the air, into the astral. And then once you learn Hebrew, well, for me, once I learn Hebrew, then I can start seeing the Hebrew letters, say for like Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. When I see that, then I can see that. And that helps too. And then, for about me flames the pentagram, and within me shines the 6-rayed star. And then that's it, you're done. And then you close with the QC again. Advo Malkut Vegabora Vegadula Leolam. Amen. Yeah. This is going to be real important one day. And it says, to be and not to be. That is the real question. Or is that the answer? That can restore us to harmony, they say. To be and not to be. Sounds about right. To be and not to be. So I'm going to stand up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to stand up and do the lbrp for y'all. I've been on here 53 minutes already. I had in my mind it'd be about an hour. Look, I'm back. Mama's here. I'm working full force. I'm getting my energy level back up. My diet's back on track. And my health is good. I'll get that other blood test back telling me if my hormones are off or not. But honestly, I feel like everything is good, you know. But I'm not going to stress it because, again, everything works out for my higher good. Everything, always. And, you know, I'm so grateful. So grateful. Gratefulness is, I'm telling you, y'all, when you start, it's key. It really is. Gratefulness is very, 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 very important. And I feel like sometimes you think you're grateful, but you're really not. And so then when you have things taken from you, you know, and like I have in the past, when you have things taken from you, then you're like, wow. So that's why those of us that are chosen to do this work, we usually don't have it easy or haven't had it easy. And so, you know, but because you have to bear your cross, just like, you know, my cross. I had to bear I had to bear my cross. You know, I had to go through certain situations that almost killed me, and to get to be who I am. But you got to remember, your situation is not going to be. You know, I had to go through quite. I didn't go through. Some people have went through way worse than I have. Let me tell you. Okay, you've got women that were chained to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. You know, locked in rooms for years and stuff like that, and you know, and again, you know, it's hard to see, but you can't. Again, that's man that's done that. God said, you know, when he left, you know, and he's back now. But because to prove a point, this is what man does. And I really don't, you know, this is my feeling, y'all. I'm vegan, and I feel like they say you are what you eat. And right now, the world pretty much eats meat, and they eat animals. And so I just feel like we just have a lot of animals. And I'm not trying to say that in a rude or demeaning or ugly way, because each human being is so precious and so divine and so unique. But again, you know, this is just my opinion. Opinion are like assholes, you know. But veganism is important. It is. And no, I do not think the whole world needs to be vegan, but a lot of people need to rid ourselves of that. But that's not for me to even talk to y'all. Oh, I am going to do a video on veganism. But I'm very depolarized, let's just put it that way, from doing the middle pillar. And my views on things are very, I see the good in everything. You know, I see the God and I see the good in everything. And I know that some people have to go through terrible things. They don't understand and you know, but again, you know, we reincarnate and you do things, you commit acts, don't commit acts of kindness, and sinning, greed, lustfulness. You have got people murdering, rapes, etc. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, why? Because that's the way it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right, but at the same time, it had to be that way so you could see. And you cannot stop evolution. God can't say, let's just stop evolution, let's just stop the earth right now. He can't help what's already been done. The damage has already been done, so now it's just got to do what it's got to do. So this is why we bring this in to the system. We bring this in and we try to clean up the souls one by one. And we try to teach meditations. Meditating is so important. If we could teach the homeless people meditation, and teach our kids and even the homeless people to meditate, and I know it's people, oh, that's so crazy, but you know what, we got a new world coming, and that's all I can say. I'm just gonna I you know, I see things and I know, and I have faith. My faith is strong. So that's it. I don't have anything else. I don't have answers. I don't have you know what I'm saying? I just I'm just here. I'm here, and I'll be back soon. And that's what I do. I love, and I'm grateful to be here. And again, you know, the Pentagram Ritual is something that has saved my life. If not, I would still be boozing it up every day, you know, popping pills, wanting to party, you know, my kids would be suffering. But because I started the high magic, nothing else worked. I've been to rehabs, etc. I started that, and then my life just everything has gotten better and better and better. And not to mention my attitude every day, the way I handle things, and my closeness to God, So, hey y'all, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do the LBRP now. I'm going to do a second video. So I'll have a whole separate video of just the LBRP. So, and I'll probably get that done and uploaded in the next couple days. But I love you, my angels. I hope y'all have a very blessed rest of your day. I know I will. I'm going to try to get a walk. Ooh, it's kind of late for a walk. It's too hot, y'all. It's really hot outside. I will be back. I do want to do a video on, of course I'll be back. I want to come back. My heart is screaming just to come back more, and just so I can talk, because I feel like even now, I feel like I just have things that I want to say that I just can't think right now, but because my time is over. I've been on here an hour, and I don't want to. Usually after an hour, it's like, okay, shut up. So that's why I'm going to do a second video on the LBRP. But I love you guys. I'll be back soon, and, I'll keep you updated on my HGA and things that I've discovered. And I have been listening to the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, Miriam of Magdala, and my soul resonates with her 1000%. So I look forward to listening to that. I've been listening to that through my walks, and then I'm reading the Pistis Sophia. That's after that. So, that's kind of where I'm at right now with my reads. But I do, and my life, I want to say, as far as I'm so much more organized. I've been learning the Hebrew letters, and, each letter is very magical, and each letter holds a ton of healing, and there's so many aspects to each one of these letters, and so many meanings. It's such a beautiful language. So I'm learning the letters slowly, piece by piece, one by one, taking things a lot slower, since after this whole pregnancy scare and all that, everything has slowed down. I move slower. I'm not trying to rush around to get things done. I'm realizing that I can still get things done and be, I just need to be, and I can still get things done. That's it. I don't have to be anything more than I am. And I don't have to be rushing around, washing this and cleaning that and dusting, no. Sometimes you just need to sit and breathe. And I got to see my sister, y'all, at my son's graduation. I love my sister. She's like a second mom to me. I love you, sissy, if you watch this. I don't know. I don't think she watches my videos. It doesn't matter. One day she will. But I love you, my beautiful sister. Our relationship we have been through thick and thin together, me and that woman, and she has always been like a second mom to me, and she is my sister from heaven. She is, and so I love you, all my little sisters and brothers and my babies. Mama loves you, and y'all have a very blessed day. Drink your water, and I am going to set a bag aside and start putting these and dropping them off in Pasadena when I go over there. And because if it's the little things, it's the little things. And have a blessed day. I'll see y'all soon, for sure. All right? Bye.